G'day, I'm Gavin from Hurley's Fly Fishing. We specialise in guided tours throughout Victoria, but we also take groups to Alaska, Chile, bone fishing Christmas Island, and our most popular one, New Zealand. So if that's where you want to go, come in and see us at our stores in Bentley and Lumsden. So when you're out in the Australian bush, you've got to be careful of a few things, and you've got to make sure that you look after yourself with the gear that you take. Now there's 4 things that I always have with me when I'm out in the bush fishing. That's if you include toilet paper as one of them, you know, perhaps not life-threatening. But I do have, always have like a pressure bandage to apply should, you know, you get bitten by a snake. Very handy. We also have, carry it like a spot, which is essentially like similar to an EPIRB. You can send messages that you're okay, or there's an SOS which works off the satellite, very important as well. And a new one which I've just shouted myself to, which is the Magellan Explorer 610, and it's absolutely ideal for what we do when we're fly fishing. Because you can imagine like a river snaking away everywhere, we'll set a waypoint where we've parked our car, and we can fish all day and then simply hit it again, and it'll tell us the best direction to get back to the car. Or if we've even fished at night, it has like a breadcrumb feature in it, so you can literally follow your footsteps all the way back as well. So that's something, and it's waterproof. Something that's really very handy and well worth doing, particularly when you go to new areas as well. You know, there's a lot of features in this that you're going to use over time as well. So you get some things, these sort of things can save your life. So make sure you have them on board when you go fishing, and you're going to have a lot more fun and be a lot safer. Yep, beauty. Oh, I just saw a bit of a rise over there, and I thought, well, I'll put this, it's an Adams emerger, like an Adams parachute, but just on a bit of a bent hook, a grub hook. And he liked it anyway, so that's good. Get that net to arm him. I quite often use a net, just it stops them thrashing around if we do tend to bring them near rocks. It just looks after the fish a little bit more. So get him out. Not a huge fish, but great fun. On a light little rod, you're going to have an enormous amount of enjoyment. Oh, it's got off, good. Enormous amount of enjoyment on a light little rod like that. And yeah, fly fish is good fun. There's more fish rising just up here. It's hard to stop when there's rising fish. And you can see that big long black shape. That's a trout. I was walking up here having a few casts, and then I could see something that looked like a trout, but it'd just be too big. That'll easily have to be 3 or 4 pound, nestled right in there. And pretty hard to cast to. Once you see that, we can just zoom back out. You see he's right in underneath that tree. So he's going to be a little bit hard to tempt out, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go anyway. I'll just zoom back in here so you can watch him and see if there's any reaction. Sometimes you can tempt them out with just a little bit of a splash. It might wake them up. It's going to be hard there because I can't cast ahead of him. Should have been enough. Oh, he's going to chase it. Oh, he wanted to. He's come out now. We'll see if he'll eat this. Oh. At least he's moved a bit, so now I can cover him. We just need to get him to eat that fly. That should be close enough. Come on. So I've gone with quite a big fly. It's a, I'll show it to you if it works. It's a big Copper John in about a size 12. So sometimes something out of the ordinary can cause like a bit of a reaction. So we'll just see if this works. Well, it caused a reaction. He come and had a look, and then it was enough to frighten him back home. And my fly's hooked up there. It's going to stay there, and I don't think we can convince this one to take. So you're zoomed right in. We'll see how close we can get to him. Good fish. In a river like this, it'd be ideal. Oh, brownie. So yeah, and off he goes. So yeah, he wasn't that happy. Once we got him out of there, that was a bit of a chance we could target some casts to him, but he just wasn't in the mood to be eating, funny enough, and got a bit of a reaction, but that was enough also to send him scurrying to know that something's not right. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But knowing that there's fish of that size in a river like this, there's hope. Well, there's hope if you don't cast it up a tree anyway. I've got a lovely little pool here that all the way up to where those little rapids are, where it comes in. And there could be fish all through it. The prime area is going to be right up near the rapids with that bubbling water. But we fish back down from here. I'll start on the side that's in shade too. So that's generally will hold fish for a lot longer. So we'll start on this side and work our way up to right where that bubbly water is. We've got one there. I'm glad I didn't strike too hard because he might have come flying over my shoulder here. I don't know if you can see that. Still counts. The palm of my hand, I'll do a little rainbow. It's good to go. Fantastic. Still counts. Wouldn't mind one a little bit bigger. There we go.